Today, I'm very excited to announce that we have a very special guest in store for us today. So a lot of you probably know this person already based on the thumbnail, but I'm going to introduce into a little bit more depth. So our guest is the publisher of Fan Nation's All 49ers. He's Bishop O'Dowd's finest. He is the heart and soul of UCLA. He challenges Shanahan to be better. You want to hear something nice about your team? You're in the wrong place. You want to hear something about the brutal, honest truth about your team? You're in the right place. You've come to the right guy. The master of disaster, who is also married. The undisputed 49ers content creator of the world, Grant Cohn!
Hey.
All right, show's over. I'm out of here. Okay.
Hey, how's it going? I'm really...
You're really excited. Huh,
you took all the energy. I have none left. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you.
Yeah. All right.
That was cool, man. I liked it. Josh, come back. Josh, come back. So, Mike, man, you watched this game? It was crazy.
It was crazy. I mean, I had heard so much about the joint practices. I wasn't sure how the game was going to go. I started watching the game a little late, so I didn't know, and I kind of blacked myself out. What Josh says is Wi-Fi dropped.
Can I tell you about these joint practices?
Absolutely.
So it was really messed up. So like, you go down to Henderson, Nevada, and you think you're going to be able to watch, but it's not like that because there's three different fields, and they only use these two, and they make the media stand over here. So I'm mad. I'm complaining because I can't really see the Niners that well. But then I have this epiphany, like the Raiders beat writers have it way worse because like Jimmy is on the third field. So if you think about it, like the Raiders were screwing us, but they were really sticking it to their own guy. Like, damn, That's even more disrespectful. I couldn't believe that. So and they didn't feed anyone. I was hungry. Yes.
There we go.
I'm back.
Oh, what's up, man?
This is the second time today my Wi-Fi's dropped. As soon as
it's all good.
Yes, Xfinity just wants me to waste your
San Leandro Wi-Fi is notoriously spotty. Sorry.
You're good. Yeah, I think
any trouble with it. I haven't had any trouble with it.
You literally brought the house down with that intro.
It was so good.
The whole Wi-Fi infrastructure, I used all the energy, so the whole grid went down. But what did you guys dive into? Are we ready to go into?
I was explaining how great the media experience was in Henderson, Nevada.
Yes.
Okay, so we're talking about the media experience.
I was just gonna say I actually saw a couple videos because the Rams and Raiders just started joint practice today, and in LA, they're 5 feet from the players, and I saw videos from, media or Raiders beat writers and whoever, pictures, like you said, 3 fields away from view.
Yeah,
where it's like, what are we doing here?
It just seems like real disrespectful.
I heard Greg Papa was pissed.
How to waste people's? Oh, he was so pissed. He came up to me on the sidelines. This is just, you don't treat people like this, and I was like, no, you don't. I'm gonna go make my video about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. It makes your job harder.
I just forgot that Greg Papa was with that team though, so he must have felt like they should have rolled out the red carpet, and they didn't. Sorry, Greg.
Is it true that he was so close to Al Davis that he was almost the GM of that team?
No.
No? I heard. Okay, close. I don't know where I heard that from, but I heard that the Greg Papa.
Greg Papa is almost the G. No.
Right.
No.
No. I gotta check my sources.
Sorry, he might think that, but I don't. Maybe Al made him think that. Like, yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Good suggestion. Maybe we'll take it under consideration.
Well,
also, they had some really bad draft picks the last 20-something years of Al Davis' tenure, so maybe he shouldn't take that. Maybe it was him. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, hey,
no, it wasn't though.
If he was the GM, maybe Brandon Allen would have been a franchise quarterback in Oakland.
How about that?
Yeah. But in terms of the media experience, how would you compare it to other places that you traveled? Maybe Minnesota last year. The worst. Wow.
By far, it was aggressively bad. Minnesota was fun. Like they invited fans to that. They have a huge complex, and we could pretty much walk wherever we wanted. We could get as close as we wanted to go. We could film all kind of stuff. Same the year before in Costa Mesa. Costa Mesa is just a wonderful place to be. It's kind of breezy and nice, like a reasonable 73. You could say a reasonable 70. It's like 102 at like 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, like squirrels don't live out there. If squirrels don't live out there, what are humans doing there? If squirrels are smart enough to figure out that it's not habitable, why are we there? It felt like practicing on Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where they want to move the baseball team to.
Yeah. It's cool.
But, you know, I know that Greg Papa was very upset, you know, on how they were treating the media. Do you think this is new with the new regime? Like, you know, that maybe Josh McDaniels carried over, or do you think that maybe this is just how the Raiders have been, you know, since
I think the
Mark
Raiders
Davis
have
took
been
over?
sort of like notoriously bad hosts for a long time. I mean, I don't think Al Davis is that friendly to outsiders. He was always kind of us against the world. That being said, this feels like a very much a Patriots-esque version of it. Just the way you waste people's time and treat media like they're the enemy. That feels like the Patriots and Bill Belichick.
That's kind of what I felt like. And, you know, I talked to Mike a little bit about it too. And I want to say we mentioned it in the previous podcast, but I kind of feel like, you know, I agree. It's seems like a Josh McDaniels, Bill Belichick kind of thing to be so secretive, except, you know, you don't want to be so secretive when it's the other team's, you know, stuff. Right.
Yeah. But I mean, like, so I was ridiculing them all week. Like, man, what are they doing here? Like all this secrecy just to go 6-11. Meanwhile, they kicked the Niners' butts in both practices and then did it again in the preseason game. That doesn't mean they're going to be better than the Niners. It just means that they've probably been working a little harder than the Niners. They're probably in a little bit better shape than the Niners. The Niners will get there eventually like they always do, but that was eye-opening. It looks like the Raiders might be having a little bit more of a strenuous, serious training camp than the Niners, who are kind of just going to do the same freaking thing every day and show up week one and hope it goes well.
Or maybe it's the Jimmy G experience. They just win.
Yeah, maybe Jimmy G has just revitalized that whole organization and boom, 12 wins.